Hey everyone, and welcome to your Hastings weekend briefing for January 16th. We've done the digging for you, sifting through all the local happenings to bring you a super quick guide on what's going on.
So you're planning your weekend in Hastings, right? The big question is, what are you going to do? Well, don't you worry because we've got your guide right here. We've combed through everything to pull together the best of the best for your weekend. So you ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about this weekend. If you're looking for plans for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you're in the right place. This is your go-to guide.
So here are your weekend highlights in a nutshell. You've got some great downtown fun with ice carving and wagon rides, always a classic. There's also the Take a Kid ice fishing weekend happening all over Minnesota, which is awesome for families. And if you're feeling a live music vibe, there are a couple of great options for your Saturday afternoon.
Honestly, if you want a plan that's just ready to go, this is it. Head downtown. You can see some amazing ice carving over in Oliver's Grove Park, and then, get this, hop on a horse and wagon ride on 2nd Street. It's just a perfect, easy plan for a winter day.
And for you music lovers out there, we've got a couple of solid options for Saturday afternoon. First up, at 12:30, Jay Herman is playing at United Heroes League. That's a great choice, especially if you're already out and about for hockey day. Or, if you want something super low-key, just head over to Ziggy's on Main in Stillwater around 2 o'clock. They've got a whole live music lineup. So, two totally different vibes, but both are going to be great.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. This next part is for all of you who love to plan ahead. If you've got your calendar handy, you might want to pull it out, because we're looking at what's coming up later in January and even into February.
And wow, there is a lot to mark down. So, on January 22nd, you've got the Empty Bowls fundraiser and the Prescott Chamber Happy Hour. Then just 2 days later, on the 24th, there's a cool 4-H needle arts sewing workshop. It's only $5. On the 29th, a Sustainable Egan Academy session. And as we jump into February, there's a free ice fishing event at Lake Rebecca Park on the 7th, and then a Hastings Concert Association performance on the 22nd at 3 p.m. What a mix, right? Something for everyone.
Okay, so beyond just events, let's talk about what's going on in the community. We're going to cover some local wins and a few interesting things you might want to listen to or think about this weekend. If you're looking for a quick listen to add to your weekend queue, this is a good one. There's a podcast clip going around about what it's like to be a highly sensitive person. It's pretty interesting and perfect for a short drive.
And hey, if you lead a team or any kind of group, you might want to check this out. Ben Utecht has a new culture coaching note that's all about protecting belief within your team. It's some seriously useful mindset stuff if you're working on building a strong culture.
Yeah, we mentioned this one before, but it's so cool, it's worth talking about again. That Empty Bowls fundraiser on January 22nd, it's just such a great idea. You get beautiful art, and all the proceeds go to support our local food shelves. It's a perfect example of creativity supporting the community.
All right, let's talk local sports pride. You have got to give a huge shout out to the Raiders boys swim and dive team. They pulled off an incredible 96-90 win against Simbly. I mean, it came down to the final event. How exciting is that? Way to go, Raiders.
And if you want to keep that Raider spirit going, here's what's next. The next HCTV broadcast will be the girls basketball team taking on Tartan. So make sure you tune in and cheer them on.
Okay, before we wrap this up, just a few quick but important things to remember. Think of this as your super fast community bulletin board.
First up, just a heads up that all the city offices are going to be closed this Monday, January 19th, for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They'll be back open on Tuesday the 20th. Just a little something to keep in mind so you don't make a wasted trip.
And hey, if you've been thinking about doing some spring cleaning a little early and have things to donate, the Hastings Arts Center still has about 14 sign-up spots left for its donation day. It looks like most of the open times are between 10:30 in the morning and 1:30 in the afternoon. So, if you're interested, now's the time to grab one of those spots. So, let's put it all together. Your weekend mission, should you choose to accept it, get outside for some downtown fun or ice fishing. Start planning ahead for some awesome community fundraisers and concerts. And of course, catch up on our local sports wins and maybe find a new favorite podcast.
So there you have it. We've given you a bunch of great options. The only question left is, what will your Hastings weekend look like? Whatever you choose, have a fantastic one.